Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. This time around it's my review for my February Zine-O-Matic subscription box. Therefore we will be focusing on the art and not my face in this video, so you get a better look at what the scenes look like and the art inside. So you can have a little sneak peek here on what was inside the box, but we will now look at the individual scenes a little bit more. Now, the first one is this little scene called Mindfulness, Illustrations and Words on the Topic of Mindfulness by Sarah. Now, the special thing about this scene is that Sarah is actually from Germany, and therefore she's writing English, which is not her native language, as she also mentions it here. This scene is, as the title says, all about mindfulness. It has really gorgeous and very poignant illustrations inside the book, but also these longer texts and musings on mindfulness, which are based on really good sources, as she points out here. Some of them are even German books, which is quite funny, and why I realized even before reading the disclaimers that Sarah must be from Germany, here with the illustrations that contain German words. Sarah is studying or has studied psychology, and therefore wanted to combine her hobby of illustrating and writing with that, and therefore created this really gorgeous scene on mindfulness. And I will link all the details down below, so definitely go and check out Sarah on her Instagram as well as her Etsy shop. I'm sure there is many great things on there, and it was really nice to see a German scene in here, and I think it's really great that she wrote it in English. So that's awesome. The next one is this scene that looks small first, and it's called Crohl's house, and it's by Alexander Lilit. It's what the artist is called, and this is a really fun scene, and I especially like the use of color in this one. It's really awesome with the pinks and the blues, and it is a funny story, or like a funny scene. And the cool thing about this is that it's like it flips open like that, where you see like the whole Crohl's house, I guess, Crohl's house, and it says that it is Zine-O-Matic Crohl's house special edition. So I got edition, or like issue, or not, like number 37 out of 190, which is really cool. And I'm sorry that's quite shaky, but I really like how this scene folds open after you read it, and I think it's really cool. Now I just hope I can get it back together. Hopefully, yeah, I will do that later. Now the next one is quite a special one, and it's called Face Blindness. And first I thought that's like just the title of the scene, but it actually discusses the neurological disorder, face blindness, or prosopagnosia. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Which is basically a disorder that makes it impossible for a person, or like not impossible, but makes it difficult for a person to recognize faces, and goes on a little about the disorder and how it can affect people. For example, there's a story about this man who suffered a stroke and then experienced this disorder the next day, and yeah, it's just really like I heard about this disorder, but I was not that familiar with how it works. Here, for example, it discusses that people who suffer from this disorder will have to look at other features, for example, a unique wardrobe or an unconventional hairstyle, to be able to recognize people. And an interesting fact is that Jane Goodall, she is famous for her work with chimpanzees. She also had difficulties to identify humans and therefore also chimpanzees, and only gained that ability after having more intimate contact with the chimpanzees, which is quite fascinating. So this is a very special scene, as it's also really based on sources, as it mentions here, and I think it's really great. I really love when scenes are like used to shine a light on diseases or disorders that most people are not familiar with. As it says, as we continue to learn more about this disorder, we must remember to be understanding when people we've met before don't recognize us. It's possible that they suffer from face blindness and don't even know that such a condition exists at all. And here is also a test linked where you can find out how well you are able to recognize faces. And it's made by a scientist who is currently working on studies on this disorder. So this is quite a special one. Another special one for a different reason is this scene. This scene is, I would say it's called Plumage. As it says here, birds dream plumage. I would pronounce it in French. And it's an art scene by the artist Boxart. I will link the website down below as well. And it's basically, as the title might suggest, this really gorgeously illustrated fantastical stories about these birds. And it's just like the illustrations really sold me on this, but also like how it's how the typography is working alongside the pictures and the illustrations. And this illustration style is just another one of those that I would put on my wall. This is a great one. It's just really beautiful. I think this is my favorite. So I will definitely link the artist website down below. I think this would be the perfect one to put on a wall. It's really great. So yeah, definitely go check out the artist, because their you can also buy the art. And what's special about this is that it came in this envelope, which is made by this artist, and it's really great. It has like this cute kittens and like vegetables and fruits and dinosaurs and this crazy patterns in the back, and it's really special. And I really liked that it came in this envelope. It was my second time that a zine came in such an envelope, and I think it's really cool that they do that now. The next one is another special one. This zine is called Some Days Are Not Like the Others, and it's by the artist Lilit.grigoryants. I would say, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. I will link all the information as I said down below. And this is basically just like a zine where it says, it starts with this 5:30 a.m. and you feel like a pile of bones, and like the process we go through when we get ready for the day. And I especially like this illustration, this page, as it is like the body but without a skin, and then it says I need a thicker skin today, so it's like putting on the skin, and that's like the theme here. It's like getting the heart out, and the illustrations are gorgeous. Therefore I was really happy to see that there is an illustration included in this zine as well by the same artist, as you can see, and it's just gorgeous. It's a postcard, but I will probably use it for my diary or like put it on my wall, but it's just really beautiful, and I just really love that art style. And then talking about art, there's this massive sticker here. As you can see, it's a sticker because you can like pull this thing off, and it's really great and really fantastical. And I'm not sure if it's by the same artist who made this zine, because the art style is quite similar with the colors and with the creatures as well. Maybe it's that way around. Yeah, it's probably that way around because it's a face, so it would make sense with this scene, as it reminds me quite a bit of the art style in that one. Then there are like 3 little cards, all sort of related to Valentine's Day. There's this really fun card with like fun illustrations, and then there's this one which says "Don't give me withdrawals, Valentine, I'm addicted to you," which is also really funny. I'm not sure if they are all by the same artist, but here it says, and that's this one, and it says "Stop talking to me," and this is by the artist Crohl. I will link all the informations down below again. So this is those are really cool, and I like that they made it like somehow Valentine's Day related. And in general, I really enjoy this subscription box. I think it might be one of my favorites, just because I adore pretty much all the art styles in here, and I would put anything on my wall. So yeah, it's that for today. I'm sorry if it got a little shaky. I'm filming that with like one hand and trying to show you the scenes as well, but definitely let me know which one you enjoyed best and how you liked the scenes, and if you pick one up maybe. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.